Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Lulu Ladybug Creations. I'm Christina. Today we're going to start doing, we're going to make a fall floral 30-ounce tumbler. To adjust my camera, I didn't have it right, but there it goes. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off all the white edges of the vinyl. I got this vinyl, I think with... oh goodness, I did put it in the description, so forgive me if I don't remember off the top of my head. But I did get it off of a vendor from Etsy. I should have sped up the video here. I mean, you know, I'm just trimming the edges, but anyways. I'm going to make this tumbler a V-split and with orange glitter. Okay, so in order to get the V template, I got this hack off of a video from Brittany Boutique, and measuring the cup around with a white 8.5 by 11 printing paper. This was a pretty good hack to get a perfect V. I did have to watch her video more than once to see how it is she folded it and how it is she measured it on the cutter. But surprisingly, I did get it. And there it is, V-split. Or the V-split. I was measuring it just to make sure the point came down, that I measured it good as far as folding that paper and getting it cut right. And I did. So now I'm going to trim off the edges of going to cut off the vinyl so that it'll fit the cup. I'm going to attach it to the tumbler using the hinge method, and making sure I get it on the tumbler as straight as I can. I use a wax pencil to create a straight line on that little cup holder. You'll see it here in a few seconds. And I did it to make sure I get the vinyl on straight. Couldn't quite see it, so I had to go over it again with the wax pencil. So here you want to make sure that that you have it straight, and I did. So, but I did have extra that I wanted to cut off. But I'll do that at the end, and I'm about to use one of the large squeegees to get that vinyl on. with the less possible bubbles that I can get. Air pockets, air bubbles, whatever you want to call it. So I went ahead and cut off what I'm going to have remaining extra from around the cup. I actually used the extra vinyl from this tumbler and I made a pin. I didn't post the pin. I should have posted the pin, but I did make a pin with this same vinyl. Here's the bad thing with this part right here is I didn't switch out a new blade on my X-Acto knife, so it wasn't as sharp as I would have liked it to be. You'll see there I kind of struggled to get that piece that I cut off. I didn't want to tear the vinyl, so I was being really careful. And that's the portion that I used for my pin. So that edge cutting tool, I got it on Amazon, and I want to trim off. What I'm going to do is trim off the edges of the top and the bottom of the tumbler. That way it's a smooth, clean cut edge. Make sure before doing a video that you replace all your blades on your X-Acto knife and your edge cutting tool, which I didn't, so it makes it a whole lot easier when you've got brand new blades on there. So I'm using a weeding tool, a needle weeding tool to pop the air bubbles that got trapped under the vinyl. All you got to do is really just poke it and press the air out. And you can't see where you poked it with the weeding pin. You cannot see it, which is a good thing. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the V split template that I cut out onto the tumbler so that I know where to cut the vinyl. And because I want to post all my mistakes so that this is pretty much raw in real life, but shortly you'll see here where I messed up. Sorry about that, that was my phone ringing. So again here I'm taping it off to make sure. Oh, I had a hair there, sorry. That's my hair, sorry. I'm making sure it's taped pretty good so that when I go to trim the vinyl, it doesn't slip or anything on me. If you kind of hear some noise in the background, I have my fan going and it's like right here next to me, so it might you can probably hear it. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully you hear me more than you hear the fan. And y'all be careful when y'all are cutting vinyl like this. It always scares me too because I feel like, oh, I'm gonna cut myself. But I always try to cut away from you. I might not always do that, but y'all at least try to do that. Cut away from y'all. I didn't want to speed up this part because I wanted y'all to see how careful you have to be to when you're trimming the vinyl. So now I'm going to cut out that V-split portion that I just trimmed off. I'm starting to realize the mistake that I made. It hasn't quite hit yet. But I am kind of noticing what, oh my God, I messed up. I'll explain here in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm taking this part off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it so that I can use it on another project. That's right there. I look and I cut it in the wrong space. I should have put the V-split over where the vinyl met. So now what I have is I have the line showing rather than hiding it under the V, under where I cut out the V. Off the edges. But I don't know what happened. Guess I lost that part of the video. Anyways, what I'm going to do next here is paint the stainless steel part orange, and I'm going to use it as my adhesive for the glitter that I'll be applying. And the glitter that I am using is called Pumpkin, and I got it at Michael's. I think it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I did put it in the description, but it is called Pumpkin. I also put the name of the brand of the paint in the description as well. Sorry if I'm out of frame here. I've got to get better at that. It will show under the glitter. That's really a pretty orange pumpkin color. So after I lay this glitter on, I'll take off the tape and then I'll let it sit for a few hours to dry. And then I will spray it with Rust-Oleum 2 times clear spray. Then it'll be ready for epoxy afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let the video play here, and if I need to explain anything, I'll pop back on. So because of that cut in the vinyl where I should have cut out the V, it was really noticeable. So I'm trying, I cut out, it says fall, fall is in the air, that I got off of Creative Fabrica. And what I'm going to do is lay it over the portion of the tumbler where it's split. And oh my gosh, I had so much help weeding this vinyl. It's glitter vinyl, and I should have did it on more setting, and I didn't. So it was really tough. So I got really frustrated with this vinyl. I got to remember to either cut it over, make the cut twice, or put it on more settings. It's called more. I'll let the video play out again. Once I get this cut and weeded, once I get this weeded out, I'm gonna do my best to put it on to cover the seam of the vinyl. I was having trouble seeing where the cuts were on the wording, so I brought out my light pad to help so that I can see. I kept cutting into little parts of the word, and I kept having to go back over and try to put it back together. So yeah, very frustrating. So even though you could still see the seam of the vinyl, I did my best to try to cover it, but what I wanted to do was put a decal over the orange portion. Excuse me. But I'm using some washi tape. I got this washi tape over at Hobby Lobby. Alright, my weeding was done. Now what I'm going to do is paint the top of the tumbler. And I'm using the same orange that I used on the cup. What I'll do is I'll let it dry before I move on to the next step. Okay, now that my top has dried, I'm getting some orange rhinestones and I'm using some glue. I'm going to place that as even as I can on the top. I'll go ahead and I'm speeding it up here because it took me a little while to rhinestone that whole lid. All right, this is the finished product. Hope y'all liked it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And double check before you make any cuts on where you're cutting. Don't make the mistake I made. Y'all please be sure to like this page, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and find me on my other social media pages. Thanks.